To enter the Accounts module, you would click on the icon up on the top left that says Accounts. This will change the display on the top right to a number of icons. In this particular demonstration, we see 4 icons up at the top: Your Account, Customer Accounts, Account Settings, Email Topics, and Wedding Registry. Depending on your account settings, you may or may not see another icon that is up on the top. I'm going to go to a different website to show you a 5th potential icon. It is called Employee Accounts. If you are set up as a manager for multiple employees that use the stand, you will see this extra icon where you can go in and manage their accounts. The first icon, Your Account, is what you would click. That would be the icon showing the person with the green jacket. This would bring up a screen where you'd be able to set your password for your username. You cannot change your username, you can only change your password. You see it shows up with the dots, so you don't actually see what the password is. You just change it, click Update, and your password will change immediately. The Employee Account screen, if you are set up as a manager, this will show you the potential ability to add or change the permission settings for any employee that is registered to use the stand. This here shows the current permission levels that are set within the stand at the time of this recording. Up at the top, if there were employees added, you would see their name and you'd be able to change their permission levels or completely delete them. The next icon shows customer accounts. When you first click on this icon, the customer accounts are not displayed. This shows a blank screen. We do this in this way because if there are many customer accounts, we don't want the system to slow down and load this screen when that may not be what you're looking for. You have multiple links up on the top to drill down into additional customer areas. You could view all the customers, the ones that have active opt-in settings, new signups, people who have said do not email me, people who have said to remove them from the list, or you can call up the list of email customers. It also shows here the membership plans, whether they are registered, unregistered, or gold customers. The membership levels are customizable in the system, but please refer to the membership training video for more details on the membership. I'm going to switch back to the demo website to show you different levels of customers. And when I click on the All Customers, I'm able to see that there are 64 customers that have been populated into our demo site. Let's scroll down to quickly look at these. And any one of these customers, if you want to edit them, you simply click on their email address. This screen here shows the basic information about the user account. You have a number of information you can see on this. You can see their email, you can change their password, you can see their membership level depending on how your membership is set up in the system, their first name, middle name, last name, their sex, their cell phone, their carrier, their home phone, address, city, state, and zip, their country, whether or not their opt-in settings are confirmed or opt-out, or perhaps they're new, and whether or not they can see wholesale pricing. On the left, we see a number of tabs here, and the tabs that you see will be different depending on your setup. In this particular demonstration, we have Notes, Work Information, Special Dates, Custom Fields, Payment History, and Purchase History. We go through these relatively quickly. The Notes screen, this is where you could take notes on an individual customer that no one will ever see, and they only show up on this screen. So these are any private notes you need to know about this customer. Work information, their company name, their work phone, their job title, and their business or reseller license number. Typically, if somebody is signed up as a wholesale buyer, this is when these fields would get filled in. Special dates, if you'd like to keep track of someone's birthday or anniversary, this is where it would be filled in. And the customer also has the ability to fill this information in on their own. Custom fields, I'm going to come back to this screen in a little while, but at the moment, take a look at how right now it says Custom Field 1 through Custom Field 15. This screen here allows you to customize any information however you'd like to use these additional fields. They can be programmed to show up either in the public side and for certain areas, but this is how the customer system allows you to create custom fields and save your own personal information. Payment history, right now the way this shows is current membership level as unregistered. If the person has made purchases or if your membership system is active, this screen will change depending on how they've paid for membership levels. Purchase history will actually show if they've made any purchases through the e-commerce system or through the membership system. I'm going to click on the back link up at the top here to get back to my previous screen. Now I'm going to click on the second customer that's listed here. And from this screen, I simply want to show you what the payment history would look like. This is the payment history tab, where you can see previous set of payment history that was put in here, and purchase history, which you can see they've made a purchase of an engagement ring. You can click on this invoice number to jump into the merchant system to actually view the details of this invoice. I'm going to click on the back link. On this screen, we also have the ability to search through our membership or our customer database for either an email address, a name, a city, a company, as it's shown here. You can also search in whether or not you want to look in all customers, active, removed, or do not mail. And you have the option of changing the number of customers that you're viewing per page. By default, it's set to 30. We can click on these additional links on the side for active opt-in customers. Shows only those customers that are in our opt-in list. We can click on new signups to see who is new and hasn't yet confirmed their registration email. We can click on do not mail to see which people have requested never to be mailed. We can click on the removed customers, which is a list of everyone who we have specifically removed from the system and they would never be emailed. And then we have the email list customers. From this screen, a number of text boxes will be created which automatically populate the email addresses. The reasoning behind this is if you want to send out a quick blind carbon copy email to your customers, here's how you can go in here and grab them. It shows 50 emails per box, and you would simply highlight everyone in here, copy this, and then paste this into your email program. But when you paste it in, make sure you do it into your blind carbon copy field so that no one sees the email addresses of everyone else in your list. You can also use this feature if you'd like to import into another bulk email program. The customer system does not necessarily have a built-in bulk email program. We are yielding to other companies that are much better equipped to handle both email systems. Additional links up on the top here, we can see which customers are in the different membership plans. So if I click on the link for unregistered customers, this will show all of my unregistered customers. If I click on the link for registered customers, it shows me only those who are in the registered category, and the gold level customers would be shown here. In this demonstration, we do not have any assigned customers to the registered or the gold lists. I'm going to move on now to this account settings icon up on the top. Click this, and this shows us our basic account settings that show up in different areas of the membership system. Typically, this information is populated from the rest of the stand where you would have your company information, but it is also available here for easier access by the membership system. Here's the custom fields down here. It shows you custom fields 1 through custom field 15. If I wanted to create a custom field called pet name, I would put it in here. I could click update. It tells me that my custom fields settings have been saved. Now once I go back into my customer accounts and I view my customers, if I go back into Shellbane, and from here I can go down to custom fields, and I now see that it says pet name. And that way I can fill in their pet name here. That would save permanently in their account record, and also your programmer could program this custom field number 1 to show up in one of your forms on the public side of the site. And when the customer sees it, they would see that it says pet name. I'm going to click the backlink. For more in-depth information about how to use this customer account screen, please watch and refer to our customer accounts training video. Let me briefly go over what this icon up here that says email topics. Email topics, you could create a list of topics in here, and if this is active, you will see email topics as one of the choices on the customer account screen in those left tabs. This allows you to sort your customers by different interests if the system is activated to allow that kind of granular sorting. The wedding registry is a pretty in-depth module that is available. The wedding registry ties into the product system, the customer account system, and the merchant system. It allows people to search for wedding items that may be on a wedding registry and then add them to a shopping cart and then check out and have those items be associated with different customer accounts so that you know who to deliver them to. Let's dive into this a little bit. From the basic wedding registry screen, we see a few links here, one for all registrations and then deactivated registrations. Let's click on all registrations, and it shows us a table of the people who are currently registered with wedding registries. If we go into Jane Smith, that is record number 1, I'm clicking on the number 1, and it shows us here that Jane has a single item on her wedding registry. We can click the number 1 next to that item to see what the item is. From this screen, we can tie this into our product system. We can also indicate whether this should be shown to the public or hidden, the price, the vendor it's coming from, the vendor style, the product category it's coming from, the quantity desired, the quantity received, the priority level, and any comment. Now, as a customer adds this to their wedding registry on the public side, they have access to this same information, and they would fill this in on their own. From your side, though, and from this screen, you have the ability to set additional information about this couple. We have it listed here as fiancé 1 and fiancé 2, depending on how you want to have this set up, whether it is the guy setting up the original account or the girl, or if you have same-sex couples, we wanted to leave this generic in here. So from the fiancé screen, you can tie this into the other people who are already registered into the system, and their email address, their telephone number for daytime and evening, and their address. The address listed here typically is used as the current address for the fiancé, where they're living before they're getting married. Under fiancé number 2, you also have the first name, last name, email, telephone, and address information. There is another screen here for shipping information, and this is where you would enter in the shipping address for any items that do get purchased through the system. When a purchase is made, you will know that it is part of a wedding registry item because it will be tagged as that. And then from your own records, you would follow it through and find out where that item would be shipped to. Wedding details in here. This extra information will show up on the wedding registry screen on the public side when someone searches for the fiancé's name or email address. When they're found in the system, They will also have the options or the ability to see the wedding location, date and time, the directions, reception information, and any message to out-of-town guests. These features allow you to create a wedding registry where a customer can use your website as a landing page to help host information for their attendees. You also have the ability to upload a photo of the happy couple and put in any captions regarding that photo. I'm going to go back to the wedding registry. There's a lot more information to see with the wedding registry, as well as a demonstration of what it looks like on the front side. But please see our wedding registry training video for more details about that. This concludes the orientation of the accounts module within the junior stand. Next up is our merchant module.